How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Real Light. Today we're diving back into Dexter Season 5, Episode number 8. Last time we touched heavily on partnerships, what exactly that means for Dexter, for Deb, for Quinn, pretty much for the entire cast, for Maria and Angel. And it seems like Dexter's somewhat turning over a new leaf, healing a little bit more from the whole Rita situation with the help of Lumen. Early on, I kind of sensed that there was a little bit of something going on there. I'm not sure if they're going to move forward with it in that way. I'm not really sure how I feel about that. I guess if it happens, we'll see in a moment. But Deb shot one of the brothers, which was great. Loved that. Maria's in hot water for the decision that she made there. Rightfully so. She needs to take responsibility for that call. And they've actually tied in that little detail of the motivational speaker actually being in on this situation and being part of that circle or ring. We've seen 12, I think they said was Boyd's number of hair, but that might be just him who took care of those girls. There might be more than that, and we still have to deal with the situation or figure out the situation of why they chose those women in particular. As always, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, leave a comment down below. All right, enough talk, let's roll it. Let's go.
We are born primal.
Is this like a motivational video?
Conceived with the impulse to fight for what we desire.
Seems like one. Not as fast-paced as I'm used to.
We've lost touch with our instincts, with what we are.
I don't think he has. Still a predator.
But we shall be delivered!
I am delivered! Y'all praise God with him. Hold on, wait a minute. Somebody believe God with him.
We're gonna cast off those shackles that bind us to jobs we hate.
This is a wild job, just hyping people up.
We are going to take it!
I guess it works for some.
I've never
some
been around so many
not.
people that made me feel normal. Really normal.
The power of risk! The power of instinct! The power of
Instincts are all I've ever had.
Excuse me.
Do you agree with the mayor's assessment? Did this operation needlessly put people at risk?
No comment. Lieutenant LaGuerta neither confirming nor denying.
It's good news. Bullets from the victims' bodies belong to the Fuentes brothers, not us.
Yeah, that was so quick. Just shot her straight up in the back.
None of us should have any illusions. There are gonna be consequences.
Someone's about to get bent over and fucked.
I screwed up.
No, you didn't. You were following orders.
Well, yeah, she was told to do that. She might have to take the fall, but she was definitely just doing her job and doing what she was told.
3 people are dead. Carlos, Fuentes, and 2 girls. Nobody's crying about Carlos.
Fuentes is a scumbag.
Yeah, he's a scumbag that I shot and killed.
And?
Yeah, who cares?
Don't tell me you feel bad about killing.
I don't.
Oh, is she scared of that?
That's the problem.
Oh. I guess it might be somewhat jarring for her, thinking about that and thinking about why she doesn't feel anything for it. But I think it kind of makes sense in that scenario why she wouldn't, because there's just so much dehumanization of those guys with the acts that they performed that to me it's not necessarily surprising that she wouldn't feel anything for killing that individual who did those things, or one of those individuals. Plus, she already had a previous encounter with the guy, and he slit a person's throat. So I can definitely understand why she would feel like there's a problem. But in this scenario, I don't think that there's much of a problem. And so many parents in turmoil this season.
Some of us sooner than
Because of
others.
Fuentes brothers.
Some of us sooner than others. And if you're not in touch with your primal self, you're already dead. You may be breathing and walking around, but you're an empty shell.
I think this is just kind of review for Dexter. That's probably why he's so bored in here. I mean, he did say he's already been in touch with his instincts his entire life.
We'll resume at 2 p.m. In the meantime, we invite you to visit our vendors.
Just to think, Masuko was one of those people in the crowds yelling.
Jordan promises change, but he also accepts credit cards.
I haven't been able to find out how these guys know each other.
Maybe some kind of camp or something.
I was able to find out something else about Cole.
What?
He was in the Marines. It got bounced on dishonorable discharge.
Semper Fi.
Mr. Chase spotted you from the stage. He's very interested in speaking with you.
Call me back when you stop being a piece of furniture. Sorry. New client. Good to see you again, Mr. Morgan. Especially under better circumstances. Your wife was murdered.
Yes.
I am very interested in what happened to you. I would like to discuss your situation in depth at another time.
Okay.
Nice little piece of body language there. Clasping the hand. Another one's like pulling somebody in, patting them on the back, them turn their body in an open direction.
Matthews wants someone's head.
You give the best blowjob in Miami.
I'm putting Sierra Mansone on disciplinary leave.
I tried to take her off and you wouldn't let me.
That's your impression.
No, that's what happened.
Yeah, she really needs to take responsibility. That's insane.
If you want to fuck somebody over, here's your scapegoat.
I know your instinct is to take the fall for your team.
You were on my team. In fact, you fucking took over my team, and I...
Dichotomy of trying to be a good leader here.
So why can't we just hold tight and weather the fucking storm together? Fucking think about it.
I understand where she's coming from. It is definitely annoying that she's not taking responsibility here, but it's just been so important to her for so long, and she's done so much to try to further her career. I definitely understand the struggle that she's going through.
Owen.
Oh, is this her former fiance?
You're in Miami?
Lou, I've respected your wishes since the day of the wedding. I haven't called, I haven't emailed, I haven't even...
Fiance.
I need to get unstuck. I feel the way to do that is to see you.
What is... How did
Please,
this
will
happen?
you see me?
Whose phone is this? Is this like... She thought it was Dexter.
I can't tonight.
Tomorrow.
Might be her old phone, maybe?
Okay, noon. What?
Shopping.
What kind of shopping?
Supplies. I made a list.
It's really trusting her with a lot of responsibility here.
Booked a room right next to Cole's.
You're gonna do it in the hotel?
No choice.
So... tomorrow night's the night.
Okay. The variation. Olives. Pizza does not look good.
I always thought if I landed a bullet that it would bother me.
Oh, is this her first?
It would be a burden to take another life.
It is. I guess maybe.
So you have no idea what I'm talking about.
I can imagine.
I don't feel bad.
Dad once told me that some people deserve to die.
You believe some people deserve to die?
Some people don't deserve to live.
Trinity should be dead, not Rita, not Lundy.
And I guess now we're exploring how fast people can change in sort of the gray area of like normal people.
I'll have to do this in the dark.
Good old WD-40.
Sorry.
No, it's me. Really.
Steph had her baby.
Oh, that's right. She was due last month.
Yes. Meet Mavis.
Oh, look at the life. Look at the life you might have had.
Transcendently happy. Your parents miss you.
See, and this is what I was talking about last time, like what Dexter was saying. I guess he knows, he read the notes, so he knows that her family still...
We would have been trapped in a life we didn't want. It's time for that to change. I bought these round the world tickets. I love you. You met someone?
I've met a lot of people here.
that's something to say when you're living in Miami.
Take a night to think it over.
Yeah,
I'm going either way, but I'd rather go with you.
A big choice here. This might be good, though. Might get Cole over with, give herself a little bit of closure, and then go on to a somewhat normal life, I guess. As normal as it can be after everything.
Morgan was in charge of the operation.
Holy shit.
She's blaming everything on me.
I mean, Deb said to do it.
Whoa, not the plasma.
Excuse me.
We're actually friends.
She gave her the go-ahead.
Can't let her throw me under the bus and drive over me.
It is very annoying that LaGuerta refuses to take responsibility for anything in her life, including her lack of communication skills. Yeah, saw that one coming.
Fuck! Shit!
Oh, he probably did it on purpose.
Rear view mirrors, lady. I mean, shit. Look at that. We'll do this on the up and up because that's the kind of guy I am. We just let...
Oh, yeah. It's a smart way to get her information, I guess.
Well, let's just trade some info here and get this sorted out.
Smart guy, Liddy. Smart guy. But this is a complication.
I guess working for Jordan has its benefits.
All these women trying to take it. But she's blonde, and That makes her a target. She looks kind of young. Surprised Dexter didn't realize that.
I got into a car accident. It was Owen's fault.
Owen who?
He asked me to go away with him. As if I could.
You could, you know.
Do you want me to go?
If you want to. Go.
This is the only part of my life that makes sense anymore.
What about Owen?
He's leaving.
When?
Tomorrow.
She can go.
Stay the night?
Does that mean you're not gonna kill Cole tonight?
Well, it's still happening.
Yeah, I feel like stay the night has a different meaning for Dexter.
We're gonna prepare the room together.
Yeah. That's actually pretty funny. But I feel like they might be doing some nefarious deeds of their own with Cole talking to that blonde woman.
Why didn't you tell me?
I was planning to. People don't agree with your version of the events.
Who'd you get to lie for you?
Oh, don't tell me she got Angel.
Batista's gonna back your fucking story? Do I have to go to Matthews with this?
You watch yourself, detective.
I actually thought that you being with Batista might make you a nicer person. Never expected you to fucking eat him alive.
The best blowjob in Miami.
She's not a very good person.
Cole's other victims. What do you get out of all this?
I like knowing that the man who did this to you won't do it to anyone else.
This isn't about me. If you didn't know me, you'd still be in this room. Boyd wasn't your first.
Not in the slightest.
You're gonna kill him while he's still out?
No, I'm gonna wake him up. My knife can be very persuasive.
Yep, I figured this would happen.
Tie my other arm!
Giving her flashbacks, dang. Oh my gosh. This lady takes Screamer to a whole new level.
What happened?
You fell asleep.
What about Cole?
The Screamer spent the night.
Yeah.
Bird is an evil bitch.
I feel like she's just scared, you know?
The way to get back at her is to do exactly what she says. At the end of the day, you'll be the one left standing.
I mean, yeah, to come to think about it, you know, LaGuardia's really been the only one that has stayed in her position throughout the entirety of the show.
Don't you want to know about this girl shacked up with Dexter Morgan? I had to stage a little meet and greet with her. Old PI move. Takes off, shows up here in Miami 1 week before your boy's wife, Rita Morgan, is murdered.
Oh, no. No.
I'm not giving you any more.
You know, I thought you and me had an understanding. I mean, it'd be a shame if the skirt you're boning finds out about all this. Things go wrong every day.
Fucking motherfucker!
You two starting to sound more alike every day. Must be love.
He just wants that paper.
There's someone in this room who is dealing with that very question. Dexter Morgan.
No.
Come and join me on stage, Dexter.
You can say no, bro. Oh, no.
Dexter works with Miami Metro Homicide.
Let's hope she doesn't run into Cole.
She was murdered. You were the one to find her, your wife, Rita.
This is sick.
I'm going to ask you to do something, Dexter, and it's going to be
Especially
very
putting him on
difficult.
the spot like
I want
this.
you to relive that moment.
I turned the corner and it's like time actually slowed down.
She needs to get out of here because I think she's going to run into Cole if she stays.
I saw my son sitting in blood. He was crying. So much blood.
And you know Jordan doesn't care about him either.
It's difficult to put into words. Everything fell apart. I felt
shattered. When the primal self is shattered, it reaches out in search of what will make it whole again. You must open your heart and listen to what it's saying. Many people, after...
Yeah, saw that coming.
What is it that will make you whole? Your primal self will tell you, but you have to be open to hearing the message. Are you?
Yes.
She was right there, too. Well, it looked like the maid might be out there. There's like the maid cart. Maybe his tools are in here. She could have some weapons to defend herself. Okay, the maid is here. Not good. Oh man, this is truly going to be a partner kill.
Tick, tick, tick. That's the sound of your life running out.
It's a shame you can only die once.
Very believable reaction on her part, just kind of like disbelief, but not wanting to really look away in that moment.
You said I'd done this before, that's true. For the longest time, it was the only way I could feel unbroken. And then Rita was killed, and none of this made sense anymore.
She gave him a reason. So many realizations happening.
Until now.
Love that incorporation of the blood theme there.
Miguel couldn't. My father couldn't. Can anyone live with the truth of what I am?
Yeah, that's a huge move from him. Never before has this
Is Lumen what will make me whole?
The lieutenant said I should bring some of my stuff into this department.
It was you. What you did. You'd never learn from me.
I'm gonna do whatever it takes to set the record straight. I was stuck between a rock and my wife, but I decided I'm backing you, like my kid sister, but better, because I actually like you.
Damn.
Most people wait until the seminar is over before checking out.
Little security glitch.
Like your chief of security's head is in my luggage?
Tick, tick, tick. That's the sound of your life running out.
My primal instincts were right. Jordan's one of them.
Take it, Dexter.
Oh, I will.
I know you will.
It's a law of physics that elements want to unify.
She chose to stay. I guess I understand, you know?
And events in the universe that once seemed random are eventually revealed to have an underlying connectedness.
I think that was really her last. Well, she might have more options out, but alive, I'm not sure.
We're gonna take down Jordan Chase.
He's just a man.
Just let go.
Yeah.
Just let go.
Oh, Liddy. Oh, no. This guy is great at his job. I'll give him that for sure. And I like his personality, too. He's just, causing a lot of problems. That was a pretty good episode. I think the season's getting, better and better. It's a recovery season. A lot of new ground being covered, a lot of realizations happening with Dexter, with everyone around. Not our first double kill here. We had the one with Miguel before, but in that, the major difference was that Dexter stopped Miguel from taking the ring, which is what he wanted as a trophy. And I think that scene perfectly highlights the difference between the Miguel situation and the Lumen situation. Lumen, the whole time, she wasn't smiling like Miguel was. He didn't hand over the knife to her to do the deed. She was surprised the whole time, but still present, didn't turn away, sort of stuck with it. And instead of her reaching for some kind of trophy to take here, Dexter was the one that handed over the blood slide, which has never happened before. And I think is a huge step here. And she also chose not to leave. Like I was saying a few minutes ago, I think that's probably one of her last chances to walk out of this without any issues. People who get close to Dexter like this tend to not last long. People who are in on his secrets. I can't think of one who has lived past a season who has found out about him. Lumen might be the one, but I'm hesitant to say that because it hasn't happened before. But with the amount of new things that are happening this season, could be the first time. I do understand her mentality as well as to why she may have wanted to stay, and I think it was highlighted by that scene in the bedroom when she was hearing that lady scream and it was bringing her back and taking her back into those memories, and Dexter was there for her. And I was thinking it in my mind, I don't know if I expressed it, but it's just going back to that old life. She now has all the baggage that she's accumulated for the amount of time that she's been going through all this, and her fiance wouldn't understand that, or she would have to explain a lot to him, and I understand why she wouldn't want to do that. But Dexter understands the situation innately, has an understanding for her, and she is kind of helping him to realize or to heal from the Rita situation. If Liddy gives Quinn this information, they had a falling out, so I'm not sure how this dynamic is gonna go between Liddy and Quinn and Deb, but Quinn is already getting cold feet because he's starting to actually have feelings for Deb. Liddy, he just wants his money, and he's already on the case, and he's not going to give up the case because he's already on it. And, you know, the further he pursues it, the more leverage he has to hold over Quinn's head to pay him, sort of blackmailing him in that scenario, which kind of just highlights the kind of guy he is.
We'll do this on the up and up, because that's the kind of guy I am.
Sensational. You know, for all the one-liners and the smart moves, he's definitely a dirty cop for sure. That move by LaGuerta, season 1 levels, you know? And I don't know if I finished my thought during the reaction, but I was saying that LaGuerta's the only one that hasn't necessarily moved forward in her career throughout the show, except for maybe Dexter, but I guess there's only really so high you can go working forensics. Maybe you could probably get transferred to some other place, but out of everybody in the department, like Angel, he went from a detective to a sergeant. Deb went from a beat cop to a detective. Matthews went from captain to deputy chief. I don't know if that's a different role or if that's just added on to his captain position, because I don't know who the captain is if it's not him. But yeah, she's pretty much stayed stationary at her job, just being the lieutenant. I mean, she's gotten demoted and promoted again back up. She's slipping, and does annoy me somewhat. It's not as kind of like visceral as it was in season 1, or maybe season 2 as well with Bertrand, but I do understand her stance and why she would be acting the way she's acting. It's definitely not out of character for her. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like, leave a comment down below. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all on the next one.